Doubles and coffee. Rowley sat in the parliament once again and lied through his teeth, saying that Farley Augustine and the THA and Tobagonians only at the last minute put forward their views on the nonsense watered-down bill that Rowley and the PNM brought, pretending and purporting to bring some sort of autonomy to Tobago, to give Tobago respect, to allow Tobagonians to handle their own affairs. And Rowley called it preposterous that Farley Augustine, at the last minute, who had all the time in the world to state his position, would only come at the last minute to thwart what the PNM was doing. Rowley, you lie. Since the inception of this PNM concocted so-called Tobago Autonomy Bill, Tobagonians across the board, including Farley, including Watson Duke when he was the leader of the PDP, and all right-thinking Tobagonians said that what PNM was doing was bringing a set of nonsense which had no impact on Tobago, on its ability to handle its own affairs, on its ability to spend money, to earn money, to make money, to collect money, and to make decisions that affect Tobagonians in Tobago. That was the position then. That continued to be the position, and that is still the position now. But I cannot understand what it is about the PNM that removes all norms, all societal norms, all cultural norms, all historic norms, all norms of family and community. Because Tobagonians normally put Tobago first. Tobagonians are a tight-knit community. Tobagonians respect one another even if they differ politically or they differ on certain issues. What is it in the PNM that made Rowley, a Tobagonian boasting about from Mason Hall to Whitehall, sit down for 9 years and do nothing for his people of Tobago? In fact, he oppressed them. He used the big stick and the law and the lack of autonomy to oppress Tobagonians, to ensure that they know that when they voted out the PNM, that they would feel the wrath of Rowley and the central PNM government. What is it about the PNM that makes you forget who you are, where you come from, and the pains that you endured during your climb up the ladder of political power? Rowley is a disgrace as a Tobagonian, and his latest attack on other Tobagonians in the Red House in Trinidad shows that not only is he morally bankrupt, he's intellectually bankrupt, he's community bankrupt, he's historically bankrupt. Rowley is rotten to the core, a dishonest, pathological liar. When he brought the little piece of bill to instruct the EBC to change the boundaries in Tobago from 12 to 15 seats, that's all he did. All those issues were ventilated again, and people said, why don't you bring the whole bill? Why don't you change clauses? Why don't you give the Tobago House of Tobago House of Assembly the autonomy to take decisions, to spend money, to send out contracts, to have policy that affects the security, safety, and well-being of Tobagonians? And that has been the position. There's been no consultation. All of these sick, dishonest PNM talking about consultation. There was no consultation. Just a few PNM going on TV and saying, well, this is the best we could do. And that is the sad part. Imagine a Tobagonian in Trinidad telling me, when it was a 6-all tie in the THA elections, that when Tobago cannot handle its affairs, Trinidad will step in. Out of the mouth of a Tobagonian. Today you have the Guardian newspaper saying mixed views on the Tobago so-called autonomy bill failing. Mixed views? It are no mixed views. Only PNM find it bad. Only PNM Ansel Dennis, the embarrassment of a senator from Tobago. Only the minority leader of the PNM. Only Rowley and Fitzgerald Ethelbert Hines. Well, not to talk about he who claimed he from Laventille, But as soon as he gets some sort of power, he built a mansion in Maraval. And oh my goodness, he's from Maraval. He ride horse with 80-year-old boy and forget about Lavanti. What it is about PNM that they claim and they get the power on the backs of black people. And when they reach in power, they leave black people suffering. Black children killing black children every day. The murder rate reached 593, of which over 510 is young black boys. And the PNM don't care. Black people in their constituencies that have always voted PNM suffering, high unemployment, lack of opportunities, no water, bad roads, no security. And the PNM does not care. What it is about PNM that removes every bit of shame, of pride, of togetherness, of understanding in you. And they tell black people that they have to vote for that, to vote for oppression, to vote for the rich to get richer, to vote for disrespect. Rowley disrespect his own Tobagonian people. And for Rowley to attack Farley, a leader in Tobago like that, we have gone to a new low under this PNM. This stupid bill that Rowley brings does not do anything for Tobago. Read it. It's simple English. Anyone who pretends that it does something or moves down somewhere, it does nothing. Just like when Kamla Prasad Bissessa brought a bill that was moving Tobago towards autonomy, towards self-realization. Rowley sat in the parliament, stood up and used Winford James' words without giving him credit, and went through and stated why the bill that Kamla Prasad Bissessa and the People Partnership government brought that would have moved Tobago 6 out of 10 slots down the road towards autonomy. Rowley stood up and rejected it without even taking the time to make up an original argument, not even willing to take the time to think for himself, to debate words for himself. He just simply regurgitated the words printed in an express column by Winford James in the exact same 6 points, in the exact same order. That is the respect that Rowley has for Tobago. Now he attacks Tobago, Farley, the Chief Secretary, and all of Tobagonians. It is Rowley who put his PNM Chief Secretary to sit down on the floor while Rohan and Smallpin sat up on a stage and talked down to the Chief Secretary. And now the Guardian tries to say they're mixed views. There are no mixed views. That bill was nonsense, watered down rubbish that Rowley brought to the parliament to play a game. Oh, vote for me in Tobago. Rowley, Tobagonians have rejected you. They've thrown away your navel string. They bury it. They want to dig it up now and burn it, Rowley. You are disgusting. You've lost your way. You're not only a house slave. You're an OREO. And to all black people, all you look for who you will vote for. Vote for people who will fight for you, for your children, to give you opportunities, not to make the rich get richer and go on a golf course, drink scotch and eat shrimps. Rowley, shame on you, boy.